Hello, writers. So, yesterday we worked on this target, right? We are working on for our next 6 lessons. And the cool thing is, even though it's our major focus for our next lessons, that it's something that we can continue to work on all throughout 3rd grade. And remember, your goal is that by the end of 3rd grade, that you are at a 3, you're at a green level. So you want to be able to say that I can write a narrative that makes sense to others. So first, you need to be able to tell a story about your life. And guess what? We can do that. Then you need to be able to explain, if you have to write a narrative, you need to explain what it is. You need to be able to explain that a narrative is a personal story. Okay? A narrative is a personal story. We know that. Okay? So now we're trying to get to 3, right? Where we can write a narrative that makes sense to others. So a good narrative is one that focuses on a small moment, right? And we did that yesterday by thinking about one important person, one person who matters to you. You picked that person, you listed small moments, you chose one, and you wrote the story. Okay? So now I'm going to give you the chance to explain to one other person. So I'm going to put you in a breakout room with them. Well, my bad. You're watching this video. That means you missed the live, so never mind about that. So you wrote the story. Now, I want you to think that writers have a lot of strategies. And we use this strategy of listing small moments about a person who matters to you. Today, you're going to list small moments of a place that matters to you instead. Okay? So I'm thinking of a place. And you know what? A special place for me growing up was just my backyard. Right? There were a lot of things that I liked to do in the yard behind my house. I liked to play hide and seek. I love climbing. Oh, yes. Going sledding. I will say I've never crashed into a tree before, though. That can be very dangerous. So be careful if you ever go sledding that there's no trees in the path that you're going. Oh, and a pond. Nice. Okay, so see how I drew this map, nice and simple. I didn't spend a lot of time on it. And with my drawings, I also labeled them by writing words. Because if you were like Miss Hazel, then maybe you're not as good as drawing as you are at writing. So it helps to label so you remember what each thing is. And as you see, they're not the fanciest pictures in the world, right? This isn't art class. We don't need to worry about it being fancy. What I want you to worry about is that you have small moments with your map, okay? So you're going to have 5 minutes now to work on this, okay? So you will pause this video, set a timer for 5 minutes, and come back. Okay, so now you are going to choose one of your small moments to write about, okay? I'm going to choose a small moment in my backyard that was not on that picture. I would have definitely put a picture that has to do with baseball, okay? So I'm going to begin writing. And it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? Writers don't start out and all of a sudden just start writing or typing and then have a masterpiece. right? We do something that's called editing and stuff like that. So right now, we're just thinking about that small moment at the place and how it began and what happened. All right, let's see. We want a batter, not a broken ladder. The other team called out as I walked to the mound in the backyard. It was the last inning of our neighborhood game. I was pitching against the best and biggest batter on the block. All right. So I started my story here, and I know I can type a lot faster than you guys because I had typing training. I've been typing a lot longer. You can also write, okay? And even if I was like, ooh, I don't like the word biggest, I'm going to change that. I could backspace, you could erase, anything. You have the tools, whether you're writing or typing today, to make changes as you go. But I want you to just focus on one small moment. Who's best and mightiest? Ooh. There we go. Okay. So remember, when you need help thinking of an idea, just take a breath, take a moment, and try to picture yourself where you were in the story, and then do your best to paint a picture in your reader's mind. All right? I can't wait to hear some of your stories for today.